Introduction. Public buses, those magical places where strangers come together to share the noble struggle of delayed schedules, questionable smells, and that one guy who treats the entire bus as his personal podcast audience. Respect in such an environment can feel as elusive as finding a clean window seat. But what if I told you that with a little stoic wisdom and a dash of humor, you could not only survive your bus rides but become the most admired person aboard? Imagine this, stepping onto a bus and commanding respect, not by force, but by your composure, your actions, and your unwavering calm. You'll handle every bump, spill, and unsolicited conversation with the elegance of Marcus Aurelius himself. Sounds impossible? Stick around. In today's video, we're going to explore 6 Stoic principles to help you transform every chaotic commute into a display of character and grace. From handling loud music to managing dripping umbrellas, you'll learn how to rise above the fray, turning even the most frustrating rides into opportunities for growth. So, grab your headphones, or your imaginary force field, and let's get started. Chapter 1, The Art of Quiet Strength. Picture this, you're finally seated after sprinting to catch the bus. Just as you exhale a sigh of relief, it happens, someone in the back unleashes a playlist that's half bass, half headache. It's loud enough to rattle the windows in your patience. The temptation to glare, sigh, or mutter, "What is this, a nightclub on wheels?" is real. Meanwhile, your fellow passengers are exchanging looks that say, "Will someone do something?" Stoic explanation. Epictetus reminds us, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. The true test of strength is staying composed when faced with external annoyances. Instead of letting the music dictate your mood, remember that your serenity is yours to protect. True respect comes from demonstrating control over your emotions, not over someone else's speaker. Action plan. Equip yourself with a pair of noise-canceling headphones or tune into a calming playlist of your own. No headphones? Turn this into a mindfulness exercise. Focus on your breath, visualize an ocean wave, or even play a game of identify that beat in your head. Bonus points if you can politely ask the DJ in the back to lower the volume without causing a scene. Try, "Hey, that's a cool track, but could you turn it down a bit? I'm trying to finish a podcast." The key is to be calm, clear, and confident, qualities that earn silent nods of respect from your fellow commuters. Chapter 2, Mastering the Space-Time Continuum. The bus is packed, and you're wedged between someone's oversized backpack and a pole that feels more decorative than functional. Each bump sends the backpack's metal corners into your ribs. You're tempted to say, "Nice backpack. Did you pack for an expedition?" Or perhaps, is that a carry-on or your entire apartment? Stoic explanation. Marcus Aurelius said, "What stands in the way becomes the way." Annoyances like crowded buses and oversized bags are opportunities to practice patience. Instead of seeing the backpack as a personal affront, view it as a challenge to your adaptability. Perhaps the person carrying it is hauling work essentials, or maybe they're just blissfully unaware. Either way, you have a choice, irritation or acceptance. Action plan. Start with kindness. "Excuse me, would you mind shifting your bag a little?" A smile can diffuse tension and encourage cooperation. If the backpack stays put, adjust your stance to minimize discomfort and treat it as a stoic endurance test. Imagine yourself as a rock weathering a storm of nylon and zippers. You're not just enduring, you're honing the art of remaining unflustered, which, let's face it, is the ultimate power move on public transport. Chapter 3, The Seat Dilemma, To Give or Not to Give. An elderly woman steps onto the bus, scanning for a seat. You're perched comfortably, scrolling your phone. You feel her gaze, and suddenly your social media feed becomes the most riveting thing you've ever seen. Around you, others are equally absorbed in their own distractions. You're faced with a choice, stand up or risk the judgment of everyone, including your own conscience. Stoic explanation. Seneca reminds us, wherever there is a human being, there is an opportunity for kindness. Offering your seat isn't just a nice gesture, it's a display of empathy and respect. Stoicism teaches us to prioritize virtuous actions over selfish comfort. By giving up your seat, you're showing others that you value dignity over convenience, and that earns you silent, genuine admiration. Action plan. Rise without hesitation and say, "Please, take my seat." If they decline, smile and leave the seat open for someone else who might need it. Your act of kindness sets an example for others, creating a ripple effect of respect. Plus, standing builds leg strength, a win-win. If someone does offer you a thank you smile, bask in it, it's Stoic gold. Chapter 4, Handling Awkward Encounters with Grace. You're enjoying your book when a fellow passenger leans over and starts telling you about their cat's gluten-free diet. It's oddly specific, unsolicited, and shows no signs of stopping. You're trapped between politeness and the desire to vanish into the upholstery. Why does this always happen to you? Stoic explanation. Marcus Aurelius advised, be tolerant with others and strict with yourself. While you can't control someone's oversharing, you can control your response. Stoicism encourages us to empathize with others' attempts at connection, even if they're a bit clumsy. Maybe they're lonely, or maybe they've mistaken your resting face for a tell-me-everything sign. Action plan. Respond briefly but kindly, wow, that's interesting. I hope the diet helps. Then, gently steer back to your activity, I'm trying to finish this chapter, but it was nice chatting with you. If they persist, a nonverbal cue like returning to your book or putting in earbuds can set a boundary. Grace under awkward pressure earns you respect and preserves your peace. Plus, you'll have a great story for your friends later, just remember to add your own flair. Chapter 5, The Courage to Speak Up. A passenger is loudly berating the driver for being late. The air is thick with tension as others avoid eye contact, silently hoping someone will intervene. Your inner voice debates, should you step in or stay quiet? Meanwhile, the driver looks like they'd rather be anywhere else. Stoic explanation. Epictetus reminds us, it is impossible for a man to learn what he thinks he already knows. Speaking up against rudeness is not about winning an argument but about promoting civility. Stoicism teaches us to act with courage and wisdom when the moment calls for it. Standing up for fairness doesn't just help the driver, it sets an example for everyone around. Action plan. Address the situation calmly, I understand you're upset, but the driver's doing their best. Let's all try to keep this civil. Use a firm but respectful tone to shift the atmosphere. If confrontation feels unsafe, alert authorities or quietly support the driver later with a kind word. Courage isn't about being fearless, it's about acting rightly despite fear. By taking a stand, you become a quiet hero, no cape required. Chapter 6, Gratitude in Transit. The bus is late, overcrowded, and someone's umbrella is dripping on your lap. Your first instinct, why me? You're teetering on the edge of a full-blown mental complaint spiral. Surely the universe is conspiring against you. Stoic explanation. Marcus Aurelius said, take full account of what excellences you possess. Gratitude redirects your focus from problems to blessings. A late bus means extra time to reflect. A crowded bus? Evidence of a bustling community. A dripping umbrella? A chance to test your resilience, and perhaps your laundry skills. Action plan. Counter frustration with gratitude. Mentally list 3 positives, the bus is warm, you're saving on gas, and you've got an amusing story to tell later. Gratitude reframes irritations as opportunities to appreciate life's quirks. If you're feeling generous, offer your own napkin or tissue to the umbrella culprit. Kindness and perspective are contagious, spread them freely. Conclusion. Respect on the bus isn't about commanding authority or wielding power. It's about embodying virtues, patience, kindness, courage, and gratitude that inspire admiration without demanding it. By practicing these Stoic principles, you'll turn your daily commute into a proving ground for character and grace. Next time you board a bus, remember, every bump, every annoyance, and every quirky encounter is an opportunity to live like a Stoic. And who knows? You might just make someone's day brighter in the process, or at the very least, you'll earn their silent nod of approval. So, whether it's managing loud music, dripping umbrellas, or unsolicited gluten-free cat stories, you'll handle it all with a smile, a dash of humor, and an unshakable inner calm. And hey, if all else fails, at least you've got a front row seat to humanity's most unpredictable theater, the public bus. Thanks for watching, and if this video made your next bus ride just a little more tolerable, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your own Stoic bus adventures in the comments below.